Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode. I'm Elena, and I'm so excited to be here with you. Hi, Jack. How are you today?
Hey, Elena. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm really excited about today's topic. We're going to talk about something really fun, weddings.
That's right. Weddings are such an important part of life. People all over the world have weddings, and each one is a little different. Whether it's a small ceremony or a big celebration, weddings are a time to celebrate love. Before we start, let's go over a few keywords that we'll use in today's episode. These are words that will help you understand the conversation better.
Good idea. Let's start with the first word, bride. The bride is the woman who is getting married. Next, we have groom. The groom is the man who is getting married.
Great. Now we have ceremony. A ceremony is a special event where people get married. It's usually a formal event. Then we have vows. Vows are promises that the bride and groom make to each other during the ceremony.
Here's another important word, reception. After the ceremony, there's usually a reception. This is a party where the newly married couple celebrates with their friends and family. And let's not forget wedding dress. The wedding dress is the special dress the bride wears on the big day.
Yes, and the last word for today is rings. Rings are symbols of marriage. The bride and groom exchange rings during the ceremony as a sign of their commitment to each other.
All right, now that we know some important words, let's talk more about weddings. Elena, what do you think is the most important part of a wedding?
That's a tough question. I think the ceremony itself is very important because it's the moment when two people officially become a married couple. It's full of emotions, but of course, the reception is also a lot of fun. People celebrate with music, food, and dancing. What do you think, Jack?
I agree. The ceremony is special, but the reception is a great way for everyone to enjoy the day together. I think the wedding dress is also really important. Many brides spend a lot of time choosing the perfect dress. What about you, Elena? Would you want a big wedding or a smaller one?
I think I would want a smaller wedding, something more personal and intimate. But I know many people love having big weddings with lots of guests. There's no right or wrong answer. It's all about what the couple wants.
That's true. The important thing is that the wedding reflects the couple's style and love for each other. Some couples have very traditional weddings, and others choose something modern or even unusual. There are so many ways to celebrate love.
Exactly. It's amazing how different weddings can be depending on where you are in the world. People in different countries have unique wedding customs.
Yes, and that's what makes weddings so interesting. Whether it's the food, the music, or the way the ceremony is done, every wedding is special in its own way.
I completely agree, but let's not forget weddings are also about the beginning of a new chapter in life. It's about two people coming together, making promises, and starting a life together. That's what makes it so meaningful.
Well said, Elena. There's so much more to talk about when it comes to weddings, but we'll save that for later. Stay tuned, everyone.
Yes, Jack, weddings are really about two people starting a new journey together. But it's not just about them, it's also a big day for their families and friends. Many people travel from far away just to be there for the wedding.
That's true. Families play a huge role in weddings. In some cultures, parents help plan everything, from the guest list to the food. Sometimes they even choose what the bride and groom will wear.
Yes, and speaking of clothing, we mentioned the wedding dress earlier, but let's talk more about it. In many countries, the bride wears a white dress. But in other cultures, brides wear colorful dresses. For example, in India, brides often wear red because it's a color of good luck and happiness.
That's really interesting. And the groom's outfit can be different too. In Western weddings, the groom usually wears a black or navy suit. But in some countries, like Scotland, the groom might wear a kilt, which is a traditional type of skirt for men.
Oh yes, and let's not forget about wedding traditions. Some people follow old traditions, while others like to create their own. For example, in many Western weddings, the bride and groom exchange rings, but in some cultures, they exchange other symbolic items, like necklaces or bracelets.
That's a great point. And there are also traditions about food. In some countries, there is a big wedding cake, but in other places, they serve traditional dishes instead. In China, for example, people often eat dumplings or noodles at weddings because they symbolize long life and happiness.
Oh, and let's talk about dancing. At many weddings, people dance a lot. Some couples even have a special dance called the first dance. It's usually a slow dance, and everyone watches as the bride and groom dance together for the first time as a married couple.
Yes! And after that, the guests join in, and the party begins. Music is a big part of weddings. Some people hire a live band, while others have a DJ playing music. The type of music depends on the culture and personal taste.
Exactly, and in some cultures, there are traditional wedding dances. For example, in Greece, people dance in a circle, and in Mexico, there's a dance where guests form a bridge with their arms, and the bride and groom run under it.
Weddings really are full of meaning, fun, and special moments. But let's not forget, planning a wedding takes a lot of time and effort.
Yes, Jack, planning a wedding takes months, sometimes even years. There are so many things to think about: the venue, the guest list, the food, the music, and of course, the outfits. Some couples love planning their wedding, but for others, it can be very stressful.
That's true. That's why many people hire a wedding planner. A wedding planner helps organize everything, so the bride and groom don't have to worry about all the small details. They make sure everything runs smoothly on the big day.
That's a great idea, especially for big weddings. Some weddings have hundreds of guests, so it's a lot of work, but even small weddings need planning. Some couples choose to have a simple wedding with only close family and friends.
Yes, and some people even have destination weddings. That means they get married in another country or a beautiful location, like a beach or a castle. It's a great way to combine the wedding and honeymoon into one trip.
That sounds amazing. But no matter where the wedding is, the most important thing is that it's a special day for the couple. Some people spend a lot of money on their wedding, while others prefer to have a simple and budget-friendly wedding.
Right. Weddings can be expensive, but they don't have to be. Some couples choose to make decorations themselves or ask friends and family to help. The important thing is to create a day that feels special and meaningful.
Yes, and speaking of meaningful moments, let's talk about wedding speeches. At many weddings, the bride and groom's family and friends give speeches. They share funny or emotional stories about the couple and wish them happiness in their new life together.
That's a really nice tradition. Some speeches are funny, some are emotional, and some are a mix of both. It's always great to hear stories about the couple and how they met.
Yes, every couple has a unique love story. Some people meet in school, some meet at work, and some meet through friends. And sometimes people fall in love at first sight.
That's true. And after the wedding, the couple usually goes on a honeymoon. The honeymoon is a special trip that the bride and groom take after the wedding to relax and celebrate their new life together.
Yes, the honeymoon is a time for the couple to relax after all the excitement of the wedding. Some couples go to tropical places with beaches, while others prefer cities with history and culture. It's a chance for them to spend time together and create new memories.
Exactly. Some people choose luxurious honeymoon destinations like the Maldives or Paris, while others go on road trips or explore nature. It really depends on what the couple enjoys.
And for some couples, the honeymoon isn't just about relaxing, it's also about adventure. Some people go hiking, scuba diving, or even skydiving together. It's a great way to start their new life with excitement.
That sounds fun. But after the honeymoon, life goes back to normal and the couple begins their married life. This is when they start their journey as a family, learning how to live together, make decisions, and support each other.
Yes, marriage is not just about the wedding day, it's about the life that comes after. It's about love, respect, and teamwork. Every couple faces challenges, but what matters is how they solve problems together.
That's true. Communication is very important in a marriage. Talking, listening, and understanding each other help couples stay happy together.
Yes, and marriage is also about sharing responsibilities. Some couples divide household chores, like cooking and cleaning. so everything feels fair. It's all about working as a team.
And marriage isn't just about responsibilities, it's also about having fun together. Couples go on dates, travel, and try new things to keep their relationship strong.
That's a great point. Marriage is a journey, and every couple creates their own story. Some people celebrate their love with small, daily moments, while others love big romantic gestures. What matters most is that they support and care for each other.
Exactly. Weddings are just the beginning. What truly matters is the love and commitment that lasts long after the wedding day.
Yes, Jack, a wedding is just one day, but a marriage is a lifetime. It's about love, respect, and always being there for each other. That's what truly makes a relationship strong.
Exactly. And every marriage is different. Some couples like to travel together, some enjoy staying home and watching movies, and others love trying new hobbies. What's important is that they find happiness together.
That's so true. Weddings are a beautiful way to celebrate love. But what really matters is the journey that comes after. Every couple has their own way of building a happy life together.
Yes, and no matter where or how a wedding happens, the most important thing is the love between the couple. Whether it's a big wedding, a small wedding, or even just a simple ceremony, the meaning behind it is what truly matters.
That's a great way to sum it up. So today, we talked about weddings, what they are, important traditions, wedding planning, and even what happens after the wedding.
Yes, we also learned some useful wedding vocabulary, like bride, groom, ceremony, vows, and reception. I hope this helped our listeners improve their English while learning about weddings at the same time.
Me too. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, don't forget to like the podcast, leave a comment, and share it with your friends and family.
Yes, and if you have any questions or ideas for future topics, let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you.
Thanks again for listening. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.